scientific consensus is that we are causing global warming. This is really not a political issue so much as a moral issue. The temperature increases are taking place all over the world, and that's causing stronger storms. The Arctic is experiencing faster melting. If this were to go, sea level worldwide would go up 20 feet. Our ability to live is what is at stake.
Despite all of the controversy surrounding that movie, despite the fact that it's filled with scientific errors, it's still shown in schools by some very political teachers. I know from firsthand experience in one of my children last year. But the inconvenient truth is Al Gore was lying to you. He was lying to you then, he's lying to you now, and he is filling his bank account. He's probably the world's first climate billionaire. Meanwhile, out in Victoria, there's a man who's been trying to sound the alarm on the truth for a long time, Dr. Tim Ball. And Dr. Ball, you're in the pocket of big oil, I know, because that's what all your critics tell us. Are you a billionaire from all the money you've been taking from the mean, nasty oil companies?
No, I'm going broke, waiting for the checks to arrive. And of course, it's part of the attempt to make the attack an ad hominem, a personal attack, that somehow you're being paid to say what you're being paid to say. I wish it was true. I wish I had all the money that they claim I've got, then I might be able to afford their product. But it's part of the strategy that Gore employs, that if you don't believe the message, then I'll attack the people that are questioning me, and that's part of it.
All right, let me ask you about a couple of things. They both involve worldwide temperature. And one is a graphic that's been around a long time. You don't see it as much, but I'm betting it's still used in schools now. And that, of course, is the hockey stick graph. And this has been debunked, started with a couple of Canadians debunking it, but it was the claim that, temperature was pretty stable for a long time, and then it sprung up due to industrialization, and that this is the cause of global warming. What is wrong with the hockey stick graph?
Well, the hockey stick graph was a problem because in the first IPCC reports, that's the UN agency that's supposedly the official source of climate data, they had a graph that showed something called the medieval warm period. It was very warm 1,000 years ago. Vikings sailing in Arctic waters that are now permanent pack ice. And so it became a problem, and they set out to get rid of the medieval warm period. Professor Deming, who published an article, and they mistakenly thought that he was thinking like them, got an email saying, we have to get rid of the medieval warm period. So they did it by using tree rings, presenting them as representing temperature when in fact they represent precipitation. And the graph came out as the hockey stick, which was virtual unchanging temperature for 1,000 years. Then the sudden upturn, the blade of the hockey stick, which really hasn't got any attention, and that blade of the hockey stick was also produced by those same people that were producing the hockey stick, a guy by the name of Phil Jones. And he said that global temperature had jumped 0.6 degrees since the 1890s. But the problem with that was it was 0.6 degrees plus or minus 0.2 degrees. So in other words, the error factor was 33%. And you know, as a news person, you would never use a poll that was in error by 33% or even 4%.
Yeah, the Liberals are ahead with 35% of the vote, plus or minus 33.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. People wouldn't buy it. Now, unfortunately, that still gets used. That information is still out there. And then you get information like what comes out of the Met Office, and newspapers in Britain report on it. We pick up on it. A lot of others stay silent. And that shows that the temperature hasn't gone up since 1997. Global warming stopped back in the 90s. And yet we're still told, oh no, all the hottest years on record are in the last 10 years.
Well, of course, this is the duplicity of what goes on. For example, the UK court that found Al Gore's movie a political vehicle, a piece of propaganda, and ordered that the children had to be told about the 9 scientific errors in it before it was shown in the schools. He's never corrected that movie. It's still being shown, and yet people are not told about the errors. There's actually 35 errors in it. And yet the judge who made that ruling in the UK court said, look, if you're going to show that movie, show a balance. That's the standard thing in media, as you know. And he recommended a movie called The Great Global Warming Swindle as to balance it. Martin Durkin, who produced The Great Global Warming Swindle, withheld for release the DVDs because there was one minor error in one small graph, and at his own expense he didn't release it till that was corrected. Gore continues to have that movie shown, and he's got acolytes all over the world showing it to groups saying, you know, this is the problem. So it's just incredible duplicity everywhere you look.
All right. Well, you unlike the acolytes for Al Gore, give us the straight goods, and that's why we like talking to you. So thanks again for bringing us the truth, and hopefully you'll continue to do so in the new year as well. Dr. Tim Ball.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.